guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Wing Gaming. To some of you on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you with something very, very special. This is called Moontouched. And as you can see from literally everything on the screen, it is of an impressively high quality. And these visuals, this production quality, I love this. It should be able to be posted without any problems. It's not showing anything. There's not anything under that. It's just like tree roots. But yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and jump into this, shall we? I am very excited. Let's screen, text speed, volume, voice volume. No voices. No. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. My job shall not be taken from me. Anyway, y'all, let's jump right in, shall we? This game is intended blah blah blah. Just be blah blah blah. Yeah. Welcome to the demo. Oh. Certain keywords will be highlighted throughout the dialogue. Should you want to deepen your understanding of the lore or need a refresher, simply hover over the term and a tooltip will appear. This slice of the game is roughly the first third of the first chapter of our tale. The VN will follow the experience of a human protagonist as they prepare body, heart, and mind for a deeply erotic and spiritual ritual that will see them transforming into a werewolf, a great and sacred honor in the world they are part of. The story will feature 5 possible ritual love interests, each with their own stories and relationships to explore. There will be no set roots in the traditional sense. Rather, the player will choose among the lot who they spend time with during each day as the story unfolds. Certain actions, as well as how often an individual character is chosen, will affect your affinity with that character, progressing their story and deepening your bond. There is no set outcome for these lads. Their hearts can be broken, they might fall in love, or they can simply fulfill their duty in assisting the player in the final ritual. It's up to you. The scars of the past lie upon the lands and in the hearts of men and wolves. Truths lie buried. Ancient forces begin to stir. Do you have the strength to push beyond what you think is possible? To give yourself to a longing beyond your ken? I hope you enjoy your time with it. Click to begin. In the deepest chambers of every heart there lies a void. An endless well of black that yearns in tides of great hunger. Damn, look at them particles. Come on, we have to keep. When brought to the eroding edge, most cower in awe at its expanse. Brought to their knees by its pining and left to flee back to the surface, where the hunger is but a whisper. Mama, I can't see him anymore. Some find contentment in feeding this void of longing with what they can find. With the sweetness of love, the passion of lust, with blood, with power. Yet still it finds us, still it pulls on us. So close, so primal. Don't look back! Keep your eyes on me! Perhaps in our avoidance of this void, we deny it the one thing it seeks to consume. A hunger that is only sated once we turn to face it, naked in its blackness. Mama, please, get up! Mom, we have to keep... Longing is a song of death, not to be sated, not to be ignored. Not to be stated, okay. It is to be bowed down before and burned within its embrace. Mama, please, get up! Humbly breathing in its light. I wonder... Oh, shit. Oh, that's so fucking cool! Do the gods feel it too? God, this game is fucking gorgeous! Oh, hello there, handsome. This is definitely a very Nordic game. Oh. My voice quivers in streams made visible by the cold morning air. A dream. As I watch my words drift through what little light pierces my tent, my hand glides up the warmth of my side, fingers rippling over the landscape of muscle and subtle bones until I find it. A scar as cold as the air on my parted lips rests upon my ribs and pulled at the warmth of my palm. Before I slip deeper into contemplation, hear a gruff voice bellow beyond the thin skin of my tent, a familiar voice calling my name. Soren, that's a good name. Soren! Hey, Soren, it's time that we set out. You overslept. A gray paw pushes through the leather flap, delivering a torn piece of bread now being held inches away from my face. A chuckle breaks the lingering haze of my dream as I take the bread from his loose grip, slightly warm from its time spent in his palm. Breadless, the paw now begins to retreat into the warmth of the day before I speak up. What? Not gonna help me up? The reluctant paw halts and flops open. I grasp it firmly, knowing I'm about to be... Fuck! It's fucking cold out here! The young sun does little to soften the blow of the cold morning air hitting my skin. The hair on my limbs and chest rises in response as I reach for my clothes. Your fault for sleeping naked. Eat that bread down and pack your things. That should warm you up. And savor it. That might be your last meal for a while. The sight of a gnome banishes the last lingering emotions that my dream etched into my mind. We're set to converge with the Silver Boughs party on the southern pass today. Many moons ago, the people of Wood grew their society into 3 distinct branches, the Sister Boughs, Emerald, Silver, and White. Silver Boughs shine bright through its skilled Moontouched, who scour the realm over in hopes of unearthing long-forgotten truths. It's been what, 5 years since we've seen our sister tribe? 6. 6 since the River Festival. Right. God, it's the River Festival. I can hardly remember that night. I certainly can. I glare at him through a smile, and his tail slightly tucks, a sign his memory returned to him. Taking y'all. Water time. Alright, guys and gals, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alrighty. Had to drag your drunken ass home. We couldn't even make it to your mat before you brought us both to the floor. Ha! That was fun, I think. You weren't exactly sound and sober yourself there, pup. I woke up to you curled up next to me. Took me a few baths to get all that drool out. Yeah, well, you made for good enough betting. Speaking of, think we'll get sent to camp up, think we'll get to set up camp before the moon rises? Should take us the better part of the day to get to the pass at our pace. From there we'll descend into Canthoros. Should make it there just in time for the opening ceremonies. A great crater nestled in the heart of the realm, a chalice holding ancient memories of times lost, when great spirits walked the earth. Now men and wolves alike travel into the sacred rend at the call of the moon to receive its bestowal and reverent duty. You might have to set up in the dark, but knowing you'll be awake for a while. I happily chew at the bread, the smoke of the now doused fire at the heart of our little encampment fluttering between us. He came to me in my dream again last night, just before you woke me. Did he now? Those will only get stronger as we draw closer to the rend. Still, an auspicious blessing. Rend. A great crater nestled in the heart of the realm. Okay, I already did that. Okay. His large paws begin to place a collection of food and provisions back into his worn leather pack. Flakes of bread crust fall from his knife as he sheathes it before slipping it alongside in what I presume to be the rest of the loaf wrapped in old linen. And what did he show you? That night. His paws hesitate for a moment, midway through his motions before stirring again, his calm eyes unchanged. It was almost a memory, the black trees piercing the snow, the fading warmth of her arms. It's already slipping away. The emotion was sharp, though. Then from the blackness he emerged. The trees began to twist and veil like smoke. I felt warm. Perhaps it was a memory after all. I let his words hang for a moment. His voice sounds heavy and reflective. I do remember a wolf approaching that night, yet the last time I checked, you're not a deity. Unless you're the weeping wolf incarnate, and you've been a better liar than I thought. The great bestial spirit of Frost, who spurned his maker, cast the land in ice in a final attempt to save mankind long ago, in the waning days of the rending war. Banished to the chill of the moon for his transgressions, he forged a tether betwixt beast and man, giving form and divine covenant unto those sacred Moontouched, that he might walk the earth once more through their eyes. I do remember a wolf approaching that night, and the last time I checked, you're not a deity. Okay, I already did that. I break my sight away from his smirk to eye his tail gently gliding across the ground. Wet leaves and mousetail twigs cling to it briefly. Alas, I am not he, and you're lucky for it. One might wonder if divinity itself would be enough to humble the likes of you. Hey now, I'm only disrespectful towards you. I'm touched. We share a light laugh in the rising sunlight. Odorime saved you that night, not I. He led me to you and your mother. When I found you, you were all but ice. The great okay, Odorime, okay. He glances up, piercingly white eyes meeting mine before they fall upon my scar. The mark he left is as much a blessing to your souls as a curse into your life. For you to awaken as a moon called is similarly my greatest source of pride and perhaps my deepest well of fear for you. Young human men who, upon hearing the call of the weeping wolf resonating through their souls, undertake a pilgrimage to the sacred lands of the Cantharos to surrender their humanity to their lunar maker. Gnome, you know as well as I that the call pulls at me. I can do this. My body feels strong enough. If Odorime did save me that night, then he guides me yet again unto the Cantharos to meet those called and changed before me, and to become Moontouched in turn. Just as you did. I know, Soren. I've known this day would come, though I never realized how quickly it would arrive. He clears his throat gently and rises with his pack and paw, slinging it over his shoulder and adjusting its position slightly to better fit across his broad back. I see the fire in you is strong. That's good. You're needed for what's to come. But for now, you're still a pup, and one that's holding our journey at port. Pack your things. I smile and offer him a grateful nod before turning back towards my tent, the leather flap now warm in my hands. Soren? When I turn back around to face him, his eyes have a whisper of sadness to them. Did he speak to you? No, he didn't. Just fixed his eyes on mine as the dream began to tear around us. First thing I heard was you calling my name. A gnome gives a silent nod before returning to his preparations. It takes just a few moments for me to collect my things together. We packed as light as possible for what had already been nearly 2 weeks on the road. I forced my now-rolled tent into my pack alongside my cherished deerskin mat before pushing my hand deep into the pouch on the side, fingertips searching for an old friend. There you are! Warmth seeps into my fingers as I pull out the familiar stone from its nightly resting place. Its smooth black surface glints slightly in the light. I bring it to rest against my scar, the warmth spreading across my ribs and the ambient pain I've learned to live with quelling in its gentle glow. I'm surprised that still soothes you. Most of its quality would have long since lost its magics. I wrap a thin linen badge around my torso, making sure to secure the stone in place at the heart of my scar. Ha! Well, I suppose I truly am blessed then. It has begun to fade, but she still keeps me warm enough. Still grateful for it. A gnome smiles warmly, probably feeling proud of the gift he gave me many moons ago, as I pat at my side happily. Maybe we'll find another in the Cantharos for you. Come on then, we've a long day ahead of us. A gnome takes care to spread what's left of the wet ash and fading embers before unceremoniously turning to leave. I can't help but steal one last lingering look at the small campsite that houses for the night before shifting my gaze out onto the wide wilderness lying naked before me. My heart quivers slightly. We're nearly there. Day 0. For as tired as my feet have become on the long road I know and I have taken, I can't help but feel as they are strengthened anew today. Tonight will mark the beginning of the moonfall ceremonies, and the beginning of the end of my simple humanity. An auspicious celebration dedicated to the rituals that transform chosen men into moon-touched wolves. Once the lunar wolves divined the next moonfall, moon-called humans and moon-touched wolves from every creed and clan converged on the hallowed lands of the Cantharos to partake in this reverent celebration. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. I love this so far. It's awesome. The artwork is incredible. Can't wait to play more of it, y'all. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all I do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silver. Thank you, go above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. And thanks to our 2 gold tier patrons, Zeke and Toby. Y'all are awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our Not Safe for Work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!